Greetings, friendos, and welcome back to the Ox Lair. For today's video, if it wasn't evidenced by the title underneath Big Frank and Old Jack over here, today we're going to be taking a look at a food item. Yes, technically two food items, but whatever, wishy-washy and all that nonsense. What I have decided to do this time around is honestly rather silly. It's gonna taste like any of the other offerings from Tyson, but while my friends and I were at the store, I happened to spot the Tyson Spooky Nuggets on the shelf. Scratch that, reverse it. I happened to spot these in the refrigerated section, frozen section, whatever. And well, this looked just interestingly enough that I was like, I should grab some of these and do a video on them. Whether this video comes out well or not, who can say? Regardless, we're here today, I've got the nuggets, and thankfully I've made some of these ahead of time so we can just speed right into this. But first things first, obviously as you can tell, we have three spooky shapes for this year. We have the pumpkin, we have the bat, and we have the ghost. So Tyson is kind of following along in the footsteps of the candy company known as... is it Hershey? I think it's Hershey, the one who owns the Reese's company, the Reese's Cups. Because if I'm not mistaken, they have made these three shapes in the last few years. So now, instead of being Reese's Cups, we have chicken nuggets. So, as you can see, it's got a nice little spooky vibe to it. We got ourselves a nice little crescent moon hanging out up here on the top. It's also kind of got like a blood red sky going on in the background. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it looks nice. And let's see, on the back we have much of the same, but we've got this interesting little note here on the side. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. When you want to make your meal more delicious this spooky season, our limited edition Halloween-shaped nuggets make each bite crave-worthy. The spooky nuggets, made with wholesomely breaded white meat chicken, will tantalize your taste buds and add some fun to your festivities. Looking to make your crowd scream with delight on Halloween night? Look no further than our spooky nuggets. Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch there, Tyson, but considering it's the Halloween season, I don't care that it's a bit of a stretch. I like it. So, for those nutrition conscious like myself, as I say with most of my cereal reviews, let's take a look at those nutrition facts labeled right up here. So here we go. Let's see. Serving size is about 10 nuggets. Oh, I'm sorry. There are about 10 servings per container, and the serving size is 4 pieces, aka 4 nuggets, or 77 grams. And the amount of calories per your 4 nugget, 77 gram serving are 180. Which, honestly, I don't think that's that bad. But considering a whole bowl of cereal has about 180 calories before milk most of the time, that's a lot of calories for a little piece of chicken. And now, to go along with the spooky nuggets, while my friends and I were at that same store, we happened to stumble across a couple of flavors of Cheetos mac and cheese that we had not seen before. There was 4 cheese, which seems like your standard fare for macaroni and cheese. And they also had this bad boy, bacon mac and cheese, or should I say mac and cheese cheesy bacon. So when it comes to this, it's your standard Cheetos mac and cheese box, only with like this bacon red color. And of course, as you can see right there on the corner of the box, we've got a couple of strips of the old bacon. So as we do with most of the foodstuffs, and as I just went over with the Spooky Nugs, we're going to go over the nutrition facts real quick. Serving size, servings, there are about 2.5 servings per container, or 2.5. And the serving size is 2.4 ounces, or 68 grams, which is about 3/4 of a cup of dry pasta, and 2 tablespoons of sauce mix. Just so you can see I'm not just pulling facts out of my backside. And the amount of calories per your 2.4 ounce, 64 gram, about 3/4 of a cup of dry pasta, 2 tablespoons of sauce mix serving are 230 as packaged or 330 as prepared. That confuses me, but whatever. And as usual, when it comes to the Cheetos mac and cheese, it gives you the option to add more Cheetos, like actual Cheetos, to your food. So enough about that. I'm going to show you all my arts and crafts type project that I made for this particular video. I think I might have put it in the thumbnail, so I might have given it away already. But regardless, let me just move the nuggets just a little bit to make it a little more obvious what I was going for. So you put you at the top there, squish you in a bit. And behold, I have created a Mac-o'-lantern. Yeah, just let me borrow you all for just a moment here. Sorry, it's going to be a bit wiggly for a second. But behold, the Mac-o'-lantern. With additional spooky nugs around the sides. Don't mind all the mess behind me, folks. It's the usual thing that comes when you do silly shtick like this, as long as I have. Without further delay, let's try those spooky nuggets, which are the reason why we're here. So, to your health, everyone. As expected, it basically tastes like your standard Tyson chicken nugget. Which is not to say that it tastes bad. It tastes pretty dang good, in my opinion. I was hoping to save these and do a review of these with the Cheetos box of bones, but I'm not sure if they're going to bring that back out this year. So, if it does, I will do a video on that. If they don't, you take what you can get. Now then, in regards to the Cheetos mac and cheese, cheesy bacon flavor, here's my first bite. Here we go. It's not bad. It's actually got a more bacon-like flavor than most of the artificially bacon-flavored things that I've had, where most of them just taste like, you know, that artificial smoke flavor that leaves a sour taste in the back of your throat. It's okay. Well, let's see how it pairs directly with one of the nuggets. It's not bad. Now, personally, I do kind of recommend the Cheetos mac and cheese cheesy bacon. Just be forewarned that during the cooking process, it initially smells funky, and it takes a couple of minutes for that funk to kind of mesh over into smelling more like bacon. But when it comes to the spooky nuggets, I do really recommend these. Because, I mean, what the heck? They're just the chicken nuggets that are shaped like ghosts, pumpkins, and bats. How can you go wrong with that? Unless you get one that's like solid gristle, in which case, you poor soul. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up right here because, well, I'm hungry. It's lunchtime. That's my actual lunch right there, and I want to eat it. So I want to thank you all so very much for tuning into my content once again. I do truly and greatly appreciate it, and each and every single one of you out there. It truly does warm my cold little black heart that you keep coming back to my content again and again. With that said, everyone, I will leave you with this. Taking off my hat for no reason and putting it back on. I will leave you with this. Viewers beware, and subscribe if you dare.